Good afternoon. This is Amy Todd from Amy's Creative Wishes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I sell all the products I feature in these videos. To start, I just want to remind everybody about Sale-a-bration. It ends February 28th, so you have just over a week left. And what that is every time you spend a minimum of $60, either from the annual catalog, the January through June mini catalog, or even clearance from the clearance rack. Every time you spend $60, you get to pick a free item out of this brochure. And there's some beautiful designer series papers, some great stamp sets. This Darling Donkeys is adorable. The Ombré, Ombré designer series paper, which I will be using today, is quite popular. And I'm also using, there's other stamp sets, more beautiful designer series paper. And I'm also using today a touch of ink. This is what I'm focusing on, this stamp set. Let me show you it here. This is the stamp set, a touch of ink. This one is what they refer to as a level 2 item. And what that means is you have to spend $120 in order to pick this item for free. But that's very easy to do. So anyway, if you have any questions about Sale-a-bration or you would like to place an order again before February 28th, please just let me know. And also, if you share this video and you live in Canada, you're going to be entered into a draw to win one of these items, and you get to choose which item you want. So there's the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. There's the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set. And these two are Sale-a-bration items. So this is the Heal Your Heart stamp set and the Approaching Perfection stamp set, which is a funny birthday stamp set. So please share this video and you'll be entered into the draw as long as you live in Canada. So this was the card that I had designed for today's class. But it's quite easy to put together, so I thought maybe we would do a second card. We'll see. I have designed the second card. Well, actually I haven't designed it. This I didn't design. This I'm copying or casing from Stefanie Pletscher. I've forgotten the name of her. The Crafty Medic, I think. Something like that is her business name. And then this one, which I'm hoping to make today, as long as you're all up for it, I actually cased from the Sale-a-bration brochure. It's this one right here. As you can see, I've changed it a little bit. I did a different sentiment, and this Coastal Cabana that you see there, that's a designer series paper. I don't have that designer series paper, so instead I'm using the Stacked Stone stamp set. So yeah, but let's get started on this first card. And as I said, I'm casing this from Stefanie Pletscher, Crafty Medic. I'm pretty sure it's Crafty Medic is what her business name is. This is Bermuda Bay, and as you can see, I have the Ombré designer series paper here. That's a Sale-a-bration item, and then the Touch of Ink, which is a Sale-a-bration item. I'm going to change the colors up today, and I'm going to do Rococo Rose and Blushing Bride. So let's start with the stamping. Oops, sorry. Change my light. There we go. Let's start with the stamping. So I'm using Memento black ink. And I'm using this floral image here and the butterfly image here. And I'll be using the fillers as well. So this stamp set is great. If you like to color, you can color. If not, you can use the filler stamps. So just stamping that in the bottom right corner. And then there's the butterfly. And I'm just going to make it look like it's landing on the flower. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this shape is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. It's the largest of the Stitch scallop rectangles. So that's that. And now I'm going to use Rococo Rose ink for the two fillers. But I'm going to stamp off. So I'm going to do second generation stamping. So you stamp off on my scratch paper. And then this, it's not exact. It's meant to be artistic. So it does go out of the lines. But it's just meant to be a little artistic. And I'm going to stamp that off, the butterfly. And then I'm just going to, on the edge, I'm just going to add some color. Normally I would use sponge dauber, but I can't seem to find my sponge daubers at the moment. So, again, it's not perfect. It doesn't line up perfect. It's abstract. But we're going to get a two-tone effect, and I'll hold it up closer to the camera so you can see it. But see, there's that two-tone. So around the, just above the body, it's a little bit darker. So we'll close the ink up. We're done with our stamping. And now it's just assembly. So I have a basic black card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So as I said, I'm casing Stefanie. Now, Stefanie's wasn't exactly like this, but the layout is pretty much what I'm casing from her. So let's move these. And, oh, I embossed this Blushing Bride piece in the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. The embossing folder that is an option for you if you win my draw. For those that are just joining now, I'm going to be doing a draw. If you live in Canada and you share this video and type shared in the comments, I will be doing a draw, and you can pick your winning, what you've won. The Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, the Heal Your Heart stamp set, or the Approaching Perfection stamp set. So if you share this video, that really helps me out. I'd really appreciate it. And we're just going to start attaching everything. So this Blushing Bride piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And like I said, I put it through the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. And it's going to go on a piece of Rococo Rose. Oh, wait a minute. I should put this on first. Oh, I'm not thinking straight. This has to go on before that strip. So this designer series paper is 3 inches by 3 3/4. And that's just gonna get put right there. And then this Rococo Rose 1/2 inch strip is gonna be put right there. And I'm just gonna turn it over and cut off the excess. that's going to go in the garbage. And then this, I've already got the adhesive on there, goes on this rococo rose piece that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then this whole thing is going to get popped up on dimensionals. Yeah, here we go. So I like to put 1 dimensional in each corner and 1 in the middle, just so the middle doesn't sag when it's going through the post office. And it's going on my basic black card base. And then, oh, I forgot the sentiment. I don't even have it. Here we go. I don't even have it ready yet. So let me get my Memento black ink back. At least I noticed before I put it all together. And then, so I'm just doing the thinking of you sentiment, and that's just going in the bottom left corner. There we go. And then this gets put on dimensionals. So again, 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. And that just gets put sort of central here. Just like that. And then the only thing left to do is the inside. And you know what? I forgot a couple things today. I forgot to cut the piece for the inside. So let me see. 5 1/4 by 4. And I didn't show you the inside of the card. The inside of the card just has the flower in the bottom right corner. So we're going to stamp the flower again. There we go. And said I was done with the stamping earlier and I'm not. I'm forgetting a few things today. So again, ink it up, stamp off, and stamp on the flower. And again, it's supposed to be abstract. That's what I like about this stamp set. If you want to be really detailed and not go out of the lines and you like to color, then you can color with this stamp set. If you want to use the fillers, you can use the fillers for this stamp set. It's really versatile. So now that just gets adhesive put on the back. Oh, cat hair. That's what happens when you've got 4 cats. Cat hair ends up everywhere. So there we go. So that just gets put on the inside, and there we go. We're done our first card. So, would you ladies like to see another card? The other card is that. So here's the Bermuda Bay. Here's the Rococo Rose. I'm going to make the other colors in that Oh So Ombré Designer Series paper. The other 2 colors are Granny Apple Green and Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to do one of each of those, and then I will post the pictures on my Facebook page. Now this is the other card. And as I said at the beginning, if you missed it, this card I'm casing out of the Sale-a-bration brochure, except I've edited a bit. I don't have the ribbon that they used. I'm using a different sentiment and different color. And the background here, I'm using the Stacked Stone stamp set. It's a big background stamp. They use designer series paper, but I don't have that designer series paper, so I'm improvising. But that's what's great about casing. And case stands for copy and selectively edit. So, or copy and share everything. It's both. So on the inside, I just did the hummingbird again. So you'd like to see it on the card. Great. Okay, I have everything ready for it right here. So I'll get those out of the way. I'm using Coastal Cabana as my card base. And again, that's a basic card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then, bear with me, ladies, I'm sorry, I have to move the camera a bit. Because I need to use this paper. Sorry. I wiggled that a little more than I intended. Okay, so we're going to start with the Stacked Stone stamp set. And I'm doing tone on tone, so I'm doing Coastal Cabana on Coastal Cabana paper. And I'm cheating. I'm actually just going to leave the stamp right in the case. Ink it up. Partially because I'm not sure where my big block is. So we're going to cheat. So ink that up with Coastal Cabana. Then I'm going to take my card base and carefully lie it down. And then this is the reason I needed this paper and I had to move. Just so I can rub. Okay. And then there we go. There's the Stacked Stone. Well, we'll leave this. I'll probably be making a mess some more a little bit. So, okay, so now that's that. I've got a piece of basic white cardstock that measures 3 inches by 5.5. As you can see here on this card, I did it larger, but I decided on this one I wanted to see more of that stacked stone, so I made it a smaller piece. This was 3.5 by 5.5. Now I'm doing 3 by 5.5. So, and instead of basic black, I'm using basic gray ink. So instead of a memento, I'm using basic gray. And I'm just gonna, from the left-hand side, stamp the flower down. And stamp it down again. Yeah, this is definitely smaller. Maybe I shouldn't have gone quite so small. And then the pretty hummingbird. Oh, my hair. Pretty hummingbird. Is smelling the beautiful flowers. There we go. I stuck my finger in the ink. I do that more often than I like to admit. Okay, and now we're going to use some Stampin' Blends. So I have Old Olive, Light and Dark. I have Light Smoky Slate, Light Flirty Flamingo, Dark Bermuda Bay, Light Granny Apple Green, And I have light and dark Daffodil Delight here, but I'm pretty sure my light Daffodil Delight is dried out. I think I must not have put the lids on properly at one point and it's all dried out. So I'm going to try to use it, but I think I'll probably be using mostly dark Daffodil Delight. So I have my card right here just so I can remember how I colored it. So let's start with the flower. I'm going to see if my light is working. Yeah, no. No, it's not going to work. So I need to replace that. So we'll just do dark Daffodil Delight on the flowers. On this one I did Mango Melody and I didn't quite like it. So we're going to try the Daffodil Delight. So because I don't have light and dark, I'm not doing any shading. I'm just doing basic coloring. I think I like the mango better, actually, but oh well, it is what it is. And there we go. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of dark Old Olive. Just a small little stripe in each of the leaves and then fill in with the light Old Olive. And then I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay and just color sort of the back of the hummingbird. I'm doing this very abstract. I'm not doing perfect coloring. I want it to be abstract. Now I'm taking the light Granny Apple Green and I'm kind of blending the Granny Apple Green and the Bermuda Bay together there. And I'm going to do the stomach in Granny Apple Green and his head. The back of his head. And I will take the light Flirty Flamingo and just do his neck. And then the light Smoky Slate I'm going to do around his eye and his wings. And his feathers at the back. And that's pretty much it. It's just some quick coloring, some abstract coloring, nothing special. And then I have these 2 strips of Daffodil Delight cardstock. They measure 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches. And it's a cheater. I'm kind of cheating. Rather than using one big piece of Daffodil Delight, I'm just using these 2 1/2-inch pieces. So it's just a cheater way of using less cardstock. So I'm just putting a strip of adhesive along the edges on the back. And then I'm lining up the Daffodil Delight so that just a little bit of it shows on the top and the bottom. And then this I was gonna put it on dimensionals, but I decided I only wanted the sentiment on dimensionals. So this is gonna go flat on the card, straight from one end to the other. Just like that. And then we need to stamp our sentiment. The basic gray ink again, and this is oh my goodness. No, gray granite cardstock. and I cut it out with the stitch nested label dies. I used the third smallest. And basic gray ink, and I'm just using the sentiment that says best wishes. There we go. And that, as I said, is going to get put on dimensionals. Oh, but first we got to do our ribbon. Forgot about the ribbon. So I can't remember what this ribbon is called. It was in a combo pack, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. And I'll be honest, I'm not even 100% sure if it's current. But it's Flirty Flamingo ribbon. I thought it kind of brought out the Flirty Flamingo in that I did in the birds. So, and I have it left over. I need to use it up because, as you can see, I have almost a whole roll here that I need to use up. So I apologize if it's not current. I'm going to put a little strip of adhesive. And I'm just going to just do this, and then I will cut it off just like that, and then I'll just put the sentiment just, oh, no, both are off. For a minute there I thought I didn't get both of the backings off, but they're off. And there we go. So again, I forgot to cut the inside layer, so let me do that quickly. I do apologize. We'll go 4, 5, 5 1/4. And then these little strips here I like to keep for sentiments. Okay, and then the inside of this card, I think I showed you, is just the bird again. So we will stamp the bird and color him in again. But I didn't do the whole bird. I just did part of the bird, like he's flying in. So we will take the dark daffodil, or no, there is no daffodil delight in the bird. Take the Flirty Flamingo into his neck. The Bermuda Bay into his back. The Granny Apple Green. And blend those together, sort of. And then the Smoky Slate. So as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not sure if you heard or not, but Sale-a-bration is almost over. It ends on the 28th of February, so there's just over a week left. So if there's anything that you want in the Sale-a-bration brochure, now is the time to place an order, and it's every $60 you get a free item out of the Sale-a-bration brochure. There's also the greatest deal of the catalog, which is to buy the starter kit. And the starter kit is $135, but you get to pick out $165 worth of product. So you get $30 free right off the bat. You get a free paper pumpkin kit, plus you get, during Sale-a-bration, you get 5 packs of 6x6 designer series paper. So It's a really great deal. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I'd love for you to join my team. And again, if you're in Canada, if you want to share this video, I'm going to be doing a draw, and the winner will get to choose their prize. Okay, there's 3 stamp sets and an embossing folder to choose from. So I hope you ladies had enjoyed my video and enjoyed these cards. As I said, this one I cased from Stefanie Pletscher. She's the Crafty Medic. I believe that's what her business name is. And then this one I cased from the Sale-a-bration brochure. So if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me through my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, or at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com. And that's it for today. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.